Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Trust in Rock with me, Vanessa Warwick, where I'm proud to present another edition of my interview show, RockDrop. And today I am very thrilled to welcome my first ever female guest. And what a female she is. I'm talking to the incredible Andry. She's strong, she's focused, she's determined, and she's extremely talented. I'm going to be talking to Andry about her debut album Skies, her musical journey, and pets. Let's head across to the interview. Well, welcome Andry to my channel Trust in Rock. And Andry, it's so wonderful to meet you, and you have the distinction of being my first ever female guest. So, how are you doing and where are you?
Hello, Vanessa. Thank you for having me. Well, you're doing an amazing job and welcome back. Welcome back to the business as a strong woman. Your t-shirt says that. It's obvious. That's amazing. Right now, I'm in Athens, currently in Athens, Greece, preparing stuff.
Well, we'll be talking about that a bit later on in the call.
Yes.
Let's just go back to unpacking how you've arrived at your debut album, Skies. Tell us a little bit about your musical evolution because you've been on quite a journey, haven't you?
Yeah, I have been playing music since I was 16 years old, professionally speaking. Um, yeah, I have been doing this particular job since I was a kid. I learned to do things myself, lots of things. I learned to do it myself as self-taught. And I started making music on my own, well, different type of music, different genre like classic rock and prog and soul. And I even had a reggaeton album when I was a kid, but I just did it for fun, meaning that exploring the genres, what I want to do. But I know that rock and metal was always, what was really was truthful and speaking inside my soul. And I knew that that was my purpose. I really needed to do that.
You've been in bands, you've been on mainstream television programs, and then you decided to, go solo as Andry. I can only imagine the single-mindedness and determination that it took to reach where you are now. Um, did you have to make sacrifices along the way, as a, for instance, not having a family, not even having pets? I couldn't live without my cats. So, I imagine that you've had to be very, very focused, very determined, and perhaps make some sacrifices.
I think I've sacrificed almost everything. Actually, my parents wanted me to go to the university and study Spanish literature. I speak like four languages, not perfectly, but yeah, I've sacrificed going out with friends. I've sacrificed a lot of night outs. I was focusing on what I do since I was a kid, basically, and I've never stopped. I said I am determined to do that, and I want to do that, and nothing can distract me. Like literally nothing. Not even family, not even friends, musicians. Nothing really stopped me. Even though along the way there were, beautiful, cheerful moments, but hurtful moments at the same time. I said, okay, I have to go on. I have to go on by, let's just keep on doing this. And I think the reason why I'm here now is because of this determination.
Oh, undoubtedly. And you must have had such a clear vision of where you wanted to go in order just to keep on going. And I wondered, why did you feel the timing was right to start as a solo artist as Andry rather than, fronting a band?
The reason is why I'm doing all the work and other people get credited for that. So I find it very, not very right. And I don't want other people to get credited just because they just played on an album and they have done nothing else. They didn't do production, composing, lyrics, melodies, orchestrations, artwork, everything that, you know, that I do. Even on the harps is my project, is my child. So this is why when I found Johan, my manager, he says, you just have to go solo because you do everything yourself anyway. Why do you have to have a project or a band called something when you do everything yourself? So yeah, and then I just clicked and I said, okay, wake up, you know, you're alone, you're doing everything on your own. And that's why I went under my name Andry, which still feels kind of weird, to be honest.
Now, interestingly, your vocal influences are from, you know, my era of rock, the golden era of MTV, as I call it. You know, you've cited Dio as your main influence. Was it a case of loving this style of vocals, or was it a case of realizing that your voice was actually capable of undertaking these very, very challenging style of vocals, and that it was probably the best way to showcase your voice to the kind of absolute max?
I think so. I think this is one of the reasons that I'm still in this genre in metal, is because I think that I can pull off really difficult songs. Like Still Heart She's Gone is one of the most difficult ballads of all times. Like, who can reach that high, have control their vocals, and having at the same time the feeling, and pull it off naturally without forcing themselves and show that, oh my God, she's struggling or he's struggling to do that. You know, everything comes out naturally. For me, I have a big range. I know how to control my voice. I have such, I don't know, maybe it's because of my muscle system, I don't know. But the thing is that for me, those things are easy, you know, they come out naturally. I don't force it. I don't force to reach high. I don't force to get the feeling out, to express myself. It just comes out. Same with Halloween songs, same with Dio songs, all of the, you know, difficult Queen Strike, for example. G of Tate is not easy also, when he was younger and he could like really boom, you know. But yeah, I think I stand out because I have been given male songs my whole life to sing. No one has ever said, hey, can you sing Nightwish? Yeah, okay, I can sing Nightwish. That's easy, like way too easy. But hey, can you sing, for example, Halloween? Oh, here's the real deal. Oh, we have a jam night. Who's gonna get the most difficult song? Andry, of course, she can. I mean, like, I'm always the culprit here.
Oh, well, I think it does really make you stand out, because to have the juxtaposition of a female voice with the driving, you know, beats and riffs of metal, I think it really does make you unique.
I feel the blood in my teeth. It's so hard to breathe. My rotten flesh from beneath. I don't want it soon to be. Oh, your laugh came from the dark. Soon you will see it's time to act. To go back into the skies. I'll be flying into the skies. I'll be crying into the skies. I'll be flying into the skies. I'll be trying.
And as a songwriter for your debut album, Skies, how much did you rely on your kind of previous direction, or did you want Skies to be something, you know, kind of really fresh and new?
I wanted to be fresh and new. I like changing in my life. I like changes. I don't want to. One thing that can kill me as a character and personality is to just be stable, steady at the same level. I hate that. Like, every day that passes me by, I always like, okay, can this day, something has to change. The couch doesn't have to be here. It has to be someplace else, you know. I like changes. So I really wanted this album to be something different, metal, but I think that I do have common ground, meaning that my ballads there is a specific way that I write ballads, or the way that I'm using the Oriental scales, which is kind of Greek culture incorporated into metal. There are some things that are in common, but sound-wise, production-wise, riff-wise, it's always different. It's never the same.
I think you may have hit on there part of the secret of your success, that you're open to change and actually seeking change, because so many people aren't. They do like to stay in their comfort zone, and I'm talking about life in general, not just music. So I think that you've got that thirst to change and always moving forward. I think that's been probably a big driver in your success. I think it's a real gift, to be honest.
You belong in the sun, into the skies. I'll be flying into the skies. I'll be crying into the skies. I'll be flying into the skies. I'll be trying. Listen, listen, listen to what? Listen, listen. Listen, listen, listen to what I say. Listen, 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 listen.
Now, you've had a number of really top-notch musicians appearing with you on your album. I wondered, were they kind of like mentors to you, or were you kind of still in the driving seat, really kind of saying, can you try this? Would you mind doing that? How did that work?
It's kind of tricky because I could consider them my mentors, but in reality, I can be their mentor also.
Everybody can learn from everybody, can't they?
Yeah, the thing is that I kind of give the order, meaning that I have a specific, I know what I want, and they just transcribe it into something amazing. So I really knew that those people could pull that off, could make this sound like a band, make it sound powerful. And if they know me a little bit, and if we have a conversation and they know me, they know what I want, so they give it to me. It's like a connection in between people, and if they really want to do that, because I have never forced anyone to play with me. Like, whoever is being forced is out of my life, They're all welcome. Say, oh my God, I want to do this. I want to play this bass line. Oh, I want to play this guitar. Oh, I want to do this. Okay, come play,
So just name check a couple of 2 or 3 of the musicians that appeared on the album with you, because you had some well-known American musicians and also British as well, didn't you?
Yeah, Stephen is the British guy, and Russell Gilbert also from Uriah Heep.
Yeah, awesome. And from America?
I got Mike LePont from Symphony X, and of course Billy Sheehan.
Billy Sheehan, yeah, awesome. Andry, you're best known as a vocalist, but you also play guitar, you write your own songs. I was a little curious as to why you don't play guitar in the videos, because kind of from my perspective, it would show another side to you. Is there any reason why you chose not to play guitar in the videos?
Actually, I have a lot of, not in my own music, but on the covers, I do have productions where I play guitar and I sing. Well, to me, to combine those on the stage is very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Plus, I am presenting something, I'm putting out a show. So I want my clothes to be shown. I want my nails to be shown. I want my, to go in the front without having to worry about my high heels. Because like I'm covered in an armor, so it makes it even more difficult for me to I have a guitar player, he can do that, Yeah. I would love to do that at some point. I don't know when, to be honest. I would love to play some guitar like at the end of the show, like to just say, okay, I'm gonna cut my nails quickly and just play a song. I'd like to do that, but that would be a part of the show also, because I'm putting out the show with the props, with the guys, with the lights and everything. So I want everything to be shown as type of a nice TV video.
It's just a different state that I'm in. Amen. Amen. Far away I'll be flying. You know I could not die. It's time to grab a star. Into the skies I'll be flying. Into the skies I'll be trying. Into the skies I'll be flying. Into the skies I'll be trying.
Now, tell us about the single Skies and the meaning behind the lyrics.
I think all of my songs is about empowerment, sometimes deception, sometimes emotion, but in the majority of the songs, they talk about femininity and how to empower your inner soul. I secretly kind of vaguely talk about discrimination, but I don't want to put it in a very raw way outside because I'm going to be very much judged and burned at the stake, as you might know. I am a woman, so I'm being in the target nonstop, and sometimes it's very tiresome to just face it all alone, being the target. So I'm just trying to put it out in a very poetic and nice way. And if you analyze it and you vibe with it, you can understand. Well, it's about female empowerment and how the woman can literally control everything if she wants to. She gives birth, she can control. She is in charge. Men, literally, why are they working for? Is there a reason why they work? Yeah, for the woman. it makes sense, you know.
Well, that's a very positive message, and I think it follows through in the imagery of your videos as well, where you're very much in charge. I think we can say. You know, you mentioned there discrimination. That's an interesting topic. When I was at MTV back in the 90s, I was quite reticent to, shall we say, wear provocative or sexy clothing because I felt that it may affect my credibility as a music journalist. I think things have moved on a lot since then in a positive fashion, but I do know there's still discrimination and misogyny out there. How's it been for you, being such a strong, powerful woman wearing, you know, really incredible costumes that sometimes display quite a bit of flesh. How's it been for you? Have you faced discrimination?
Oh, not really, because I'm quite demanding when I'm on stage, you know. The thing is this, I portrayed it in a way where it is acceptable and classy and not obscene, meaning that I've seen women that they go on stage, wear pink, or they just, you know, touching themselves, wearing, you know, see-through clothing, like literally see-through, or holding even dildos on stage. No, I'm not that type of I'm sorry, vulgar and disgusting woman. I'm just trying to portray a classy woman that has the power to say, look, I exist. Look, you know. That is the real deal, and whoever says the opposite is lying. I've read interviews about other female artists that now have big careers saying, I've never had discrimination in my life. I don't believe that. In the entertainment industry, in the everyday life, I think that we should just put a full stop, defend ourselves, and get back, because equality cannot really exist, but to be a family, and women can be with each other without having to fight for a man, because that's their problem always, to get the man. Who cares about that? You know, there are serious issues to fight for. So I don't know, that's how I feel.
It's fascinating because we're in a different age now with social media where people can comment instantly and they can say hurtful things about a female's appearance or character or something like that. And I think you have to be incredibly tough in this day and age and be able to not take too much notice of those kind of unkind comments. I see you as a great female role model, Andry, because you're not just a musician, a songwriter, a guitarist, a performer. You're also a businesswoman because you've got your own record label as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
I think you're a great example of a woman that's just doing everything on her own terms.
Yeah, it's difficult because it gets a long time to thrive, and it bothers me because I'm not getting any younger. But at the same time, I feel very much proud that everything that I did it on my own. Now I have Baby Mistress Records. I don't depend on any motherfucker that can tell me what to do, that can tell me how to behave, what type of songs that I should write. And this is the artistry, to just express yourself the way that you want. If you are to being controlled, why should you put it out? And I'm not going to follow any damn recipe. You have to be gothic metal, or you have to be operatic, or you no, I don't have to. Who says that? You say that? Who are you? What makes you think that you are better? That's what I don't get. And for them, of course, it's all about the money, and the money rules the world. But I do believe that money doesn't rule the world. And it's the integrity, and it's the passion, and it's the the urge of living, because people really want to live happily. That's their end game. That's the goal, to live happily and to be happy, not to suffer. Because when you see people around you suffer yourself. I would really love to make this world a better place if I can.
Go, Andry. That's what I say. Now, your other kind of feature track with the video is Black Hole. This shows a much more vulnerable side to you. Was that quite a hard song to write and perform? I think a lot of people can relate to it about, depression and being in a bad place and trying to come back from that.
Exactly. It is the most difficult one. Black Hole is an oriental metal psychotic song, but at the same time, it shows that there's no turning back. You can't turn back time. You can't bring back that to the living. It's impossible. There are a few things that you just have to just live in the past and lay in the past and go forward. There's no other way. Otherwise, we will all be depressed and nag about what happened and this and that, and dive into this black hole, and it gets you lower. We just need to just elevate ourselves at some point and see the bright side, even though it's many times hard even for me to do that. But I always find a way. There's life is a circle. It's always turning around. Someone is in power, next day is not. That's how it goes.
Well, it does. And I think music is, one of the things that can really help us overcome, if we're feeling down or depressed or lost. It's a great thing. And I'm sure many people will feed back to you that your music's helped them, which again is incredibly rewarding for you as an artist, that people say that.
I'm really glad that people can relate to that. Even on my first album, there was a girl that she came to me and said, your music saved me from suicide. Or there was another girl, where was I? I think somewhere in Slovenia, I think, somewhere in Slovenia. There was this girl who said, my boss is punishing me. He doesn't give me any money. He owes me money. And this is my last 20 euros. And I want to buy your CD. Like, to me, this was like, what the dude, what is happening? I mean, like, and I reminded her, don't forget, you are the mistress of the night. You're in control. You can get your power back. Don't let anyone put you down. Because at some point, you know, people, even the slaves wake up at some point. So I know that the music industry right now is kind of boiling into a, you know, and it will explode. And it will explode pretty soon. Truth will come out. Dio is right, was always right. He didn't die in vain. All of those great artists, they didn't die in vain. They had a message. And I am forwarding this message.
Every time I hide is when I hide from pain. And everywhere I go is when I go insane. I know that my heart will be so betrayed. With all this I know, you ain't gonna stay.
I'm kind of beginning to wrap this up now, Andry. Is there a question you've yet been asked that you wish somebody had asked you? And this is kind of becoming my signature question now, kind of towards the end of an interview, because I know when you're on the promotional trail, you get asked literally the same thing day in, day out. Is there a question where you wish, you know, somebody had picked up on something and asked you about it?
I don't know. No one has ever asked me about my personal stuff, it seems. Like, no one asked me about, you know, if I have brothers, sisters, married, children, that, you know, no one has ever asked me that, which to me, that's great, because people really want to know what my music is all about. And I really appreciate it very much. Yes, I think that's the only thing no one has ever asked me ever, I think.
Well, maybe they think it's a little personal.
It is personal, yes, of course. Well, I don't promote my personal life outside, but that's the thing, you know, like keeping it personal is fine, but at the same time, no one has ever asked. All of the other stuff, I think I have been asked. I don't know. The only thing recently I haven't been asked is my relationship with my icon, Ron Wasserman, who wrote the Power Rangers riff. He's a Nickelodeon writing for Thunderman, SpongeBob SquarePants. He's a great composer. And I'm writing music with him now. And it's one of my biggest moments. I love that very much. And I have applied for Eurovision with his song. We wrote together a song.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about that because you toured earlier this year with Kings of Thrash, which I saw the reviews and you were amazing. We're kind of quite long into the album cycle now as we speak here in December 2024. So I'm just going to hazard a guess that you've got big plans for 2025.
I don't know what life, you know, has in store, because I don't know what's coming ahead. That's always a big question mark. There are a lot of things on the table. I don't know what I'm going to choose, but if things are clean in my country, which I doubt it, and we go to Eurovision, or even if we are selected to the final 12, that would be a great step to promote the song with Ron and to be heard even more as an institution that is very credible in Europe. Even though it doesn't matter what type of music you play, people listen to, like, Maneskin won, and then, you know, they're boom up 1 Grammys and everything. So people are interested in that type of thing. And I really hope that, you know, if they choose my music to be heard into the, not only in the metal world, but in the pop world, indie world, and the other types of audience. That's what I hope for the Eurovision. But yet we have some plans, some festivals coming in, and we're making the schedule right now. That's why I said we have a few things cooking.
Awesome. Well, do you mind me asking, are you married?
Oh, yeah, I am.
You are? Okay. How long have you been married for?
1 year.
1 year. Oh, so that's very soon then. And I imagine your husband's very supportive of you.
It could have been a wife, but no one's asked me that.
You got me there.
Yeah, see, it's like,
Yeah.
no, it is a husband, but yeah, I mean, it could have been a wife also.
I'm just going to ask my husband to pass me over somebody who's very special to me. We were talking earlier about important things. Yes,
Oh,
this is one of my Bengal tiger cats,
oh my
and
God.
I can't bear to be parted. I've got 3 of them, and I can't bear to be parted from them. So I have to arrange my life that my cats can do everything with me.
Oh, let me show you my pet. Wait.
Oh, please do.
Meet Diamond. That is Diamond.
He was in one of your videos.
Yeah, I kept him.
What sort of snake is he?
He's a ball python, and he's very cute. He's about to shed now. He's about to shed.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, he's gorgeous.
he's very cute.
How
Very
long
cute.
is he?
Oh, I think he's 5.5 now. He's an adult snake.
Wow. How long is he in? Is he in a couple of meters?
Well, he's like 110 now, and they grew up to 120.
Wow. Awesome. Well,
Yeah,
thank you for showing him to us. He's wonderful. Well, Andry, what can I say? It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Great to
yeah.
meet somebody, a female doing it on their own terms. And I just want to wish you all the very best for 2025. And I really hope that we can catch up maybe somewhere on the road and talk again about your upcoming inevitable success, because I see it coming your way.
Thank you so much, Vanessa. Yes, I really enjoyed it, and I hope to see you very soon. And let's just talk about more things in the future and analyze and blow people away.
And stick together.
Yeah, we do. Rock on.
It's when I hide from pain. And everywhere I go, it's when I go insane. I know that my heart will be so betrayed. So this I know, you ain't gonna
Well, I hope you enjoyed that in-depth interview with the wonderful Andry. I sure did. And I just want to thank everybody for their support of my channel so far. And for those of you that haven't subscribed, which is about 92% of my viewers, I really do want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel. By doing so, you're going to support my more than metal content generation. So please do subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and also please do comment on the video and the interview today. I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts on the topics that Andry and I discussed. So I'll look forward to seeing you very soon on another edition of RockDrop.